Fuck, I'm 40 and I will be drunk in a tree tonight, by the way. Everybody keep it going. Put your hands together. It's Leah Mulroney!
How we doing tonight, Austin? Guys, I saw an ad for razors the other day where the girl in the ad was shaving her big toe. I think I speak for all Italian women when I say we've never been so well represented in the media before. We are a hairy people. So listen to this, okay? Every time I go get my eyebrows done, my eyebrow lady says to me, "While I'm in here, you want me to wax that mustache off too?" I give her a polite no, thank you. And she keeps asking me, "Oh, your boyfriend doesn't mind it?" And I have to tell her I don't have one. And every single time she says to me, "Oh, well, maybe you would, honey, if we took care of that mustache, huh?" But at this point, the mustache is kind of like my security blanket. If we get rid of the mustache, then both me and my eyebrow lady have to acknowledge that my personality might be the problem. We're gonna save that breakthrough for therapy. I'm getting to that age, you know, where a lot of my friends are starting to get married, but mostly the ones who just stayed in my hometown. My best friend from high school just asked me to be the maid of honor in her wedding. You know, like I don't recall agreeing to that while we were ripping shots of my dad's Sambuca out of a Gatorade bottle on our way to the midnight premiere of Twilight. But okay. I don't mind attending weddings, but being the maid of honor is the worst way to attend one. You know, because you're already paying a 4-figure amount of money to get yourself across the country to attend the thing. Now you're telling me that I have to show up looking pregnant in chiffon? And then I have to give a heartwarming speech about the bride and the groom where I don't mention they met on Tinder and had a pregnancy scare after 2 dates. Suddenly it's on me to keep it PG-13 for grandma. That's rough. The only thing that makes that better is the open bar. And if you get married before you can afford an open bar, you're a bitch. Everyone hates you. I did try to throw myself back into the dating pool not too long ago. Won't make that mistake again. It's pretty weird out there. I wasn't lonely. Like, that's not why I was looking. I just can't afford to live by myself, so I'd rather split the rent on a decent 1-bedroom with someone that I'm having sex with than go back to Craigslist for another rando. That is kind of what we're all doing on Tinder anyways, but you just kind of have to pick your battles. I ended up meeting my neighbor on Tinder once. That was fun. We dated for about 3 months, and let me tell you guys, that whole relationship was born entirely out of convenience, right? Like, he was nobody I would drive north of downtown for, but you'll sacrifice a strong hairline and a personality when you can book the dick appointment within walking distance. But the downside of that is that you can't get away from your ex when you live across the parking lot from them. And if you've never had to run into your ex while you're wearing Christmas pajamas in July, carrying a plastic takeout bag of your own puke to the dumpster, I envy you. That was rough. I did have to see him again recently, right? I was getting ready to go out, and I remembered I left some clothes at his apartment. Normally I'd let it go, but he had my titty bodysuit. You know that good bodysuit puts like titties right up on the top shelf? Then when you wear it, your top shelf titties get you top shelf drinks at the bar? You know what I'm talking about? We all have it. I needed that boost. So I sent him a text. He didn't text me back. So I walked over there and knocked on the door. When he opened it, his new girlfriend was sitting on the couch. I took one look at her, and honestly, I felt bad. I could tell she had been emotionally traumatized recently because she had bangs. You know, that's how you spot a broken bitch. She throws up the fresh haircut selfie. She hits you with that caption, "I did a thing." She did a thing because her last boyfriend did a person who wasn't her. And now this girl's dating this guy who low-key ruined my life. And you know, I'm a good person. I'm nice. I don't want her to come out of this relationship with a shaved head looking like Britney circa 2007. So I'm just like looking at her trying to communicate with my eyes like, "Run, ho!" She didn't look like she runs, though. That was a stationary hoe, ladies and gents. It is pretty sketchy out there in the dating pool, and I'm going to tell you guys why, okay? 58% of female homicide victims are killed by a romantic partner. Keep those odds in mind, you too. That means every year, over 50,000 women are offed by someone that they were willing to fuck. That's terrifying. You have to stay as concerned with how likely someone seems to strangle you in your sleep as you are with how willing you feel to fake an orgasm for them. Right? Like, we have to stay vigilant out there. I'm on Bumble, I'm swiping through potentials. I'm like, oh, buddy, you got a truck? It's gonna make body disposal just a little bit too discreet for me. I'm gonna have to pass on that one. And I just feel like men don't have to worry about that as much, right? Like, you guys aren't that worried about being murdered in cold blood in a first date. But one time, this guy did tell me that he thought I was a witch. And he was scared I was going to hex him. It's like you use a dude's yard to sacrifice one lamb and he's all, burn her, right? And you know, at first I'm like, come on, man, be rational. I'm not gonna, but then it felt powerful. So what I did was snuck up behind him, snip off a lock of his hair, and then stuff it into a silk pouch next to a piece of rose quartz and a vial of my own blood, just to let him know that if I am a witch, I do mean business. Thank you guys, you've been fabulous.